15 days to the fresh presidential poll, the National Super Alliance declared what they have all along meant with their utterance that there was not going to be an election on October 26th.
We hereby withdraw our candidature with immediate effect. Yours faithfully, signed Honorable Raila, odinga, Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka.
A decision taken on what NASA claims to be failure by IEBC to resolve concerns of the opposition alliance, among them a demand that the Commission removes 11 top officials of IEBC, led by CEO Ezra Chiloba, on claims they meddled in the August 8th election that had granted Uhuru Kenyatta victory. Just before the declaration, IEBC had written to NASA explaining that they could not take the decision to punish named officials as there was no evidence, neither a finding of any court, including the Supreme Court, that any officer of the Commission was criminally liable.
For over 5 weeks, the Commission has engaged us in a ping-pong game, well knowing that they had no intention to streamline the electoral system to accord with the Constitution and electoral laws. 2, it is now clear that the same criminal enterprise that perpetuated the fraud in the August election is firmly in charge of the Commission and setting up even more lethal mechanisms to defraud the Kenyan voter.
There is no intention on the part of the IEBC to undertake any changes to its operations and personnel to ensure that the illegalities and irregularities that led to the invalidation of the 8th August 2017 do not happen again.
NASA also perturbed by IEBC's signing of a fresh contract with OT Morpho, a French technology firm, to supply the election technology, despite the opposition's demand they be left out. IEBC, in its letter to NASA, had claimed that it was not possible to change the technology supplier, citing time constraints. NASA also taking issue with Jubilee's amendments to electoral laws in Parliament, which they have cited to be in bad faith.
The Jubilee administration's proposed amendment to the election laws demonstrates that it has no intention of competition on a level playing field. The only election Jubilee administration is interested in is one that it must win, even unlawfully.
NASA now confident that their withdrawal will grant IEBC and the country enough time to level the political field.
Our withdrawal from the election requires the IEBC to cancel the election and conduct fresh nominations. The procedure for nomination of presidential candidates is provided for in the Elections Act 2011, Section 13, subsection 1, which states, "A political party shall nominate its candidates for an election under this Act at least 90 days before a general election."
No reform, no elections.
Well, NASA alludes to a 90-day window to allow for nominations by political parties where any person interested in the presidency can seek to run. Article 138, Sub-Article 9 of the Constitution requires an election coming from an eventuality such as this to be conducted within 60 days after October 26th, meaning such a poll should be held by Christmas Day. While it may appear a battle of wits for the two protagonist political formations, it certainly throws Kenyans back to the drawing board, an extended political season, as it will take them longer to decisively determine who becomes their next commander-in-chief. Sam Kituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.